Yo, what's the deal, y'all? YouTube, how everybody feeling today? I hope everybody feeling good. I contemplated if I really wanted to have this discussion, but I think I did want to have this discussion because I wanted to inform those of you that were out there that really didn't know or maybe wasn't aware of how influential or how impactful the death of Nipsey Hussle was for people that grew up in the Los Angeles area. First of all, I would like to start this video off by saying rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. And that the marathon continues, bro. Like, you gave us the blueprint on how to get it done. And all I can do is explain to everybody that is really not aware or fully know too much or really didn't really get into why everybody cares so much about the fact that he's gone and how he lost his life, and you know the detriment of how people from the Los Angeles area felt because we lost such a pioneer in my eyes, what I would consider as our generation's Tupac, because of how of just the change this man made. Like, and what I mean by change, I mean like his odds was stacked against him. He grew up in the hood where he didn't have many resources, and through hard work, him wanting to be a better person and dedication, like my nigga really set out, in everything that nigga wanted to accomplish, he accomplished. Like, anything that he set out to do, he did. And what I mean by that is in his city, like in his city, like in the neighborhood that he grew up in, like my nigga really. And for me, I want to talk to I don't know, I feel like people don't really understand, like, and I've been seeing this a lot of why should we care if he didn't give a fuck about the LGBT? Or, first of all, not every fight is for the LGBT community. I just want to let me say that first of all. And I feel like the LGBT community is really selfish, because I feel like if you're not fighting for their cause or what the fuck they have to say, and for me, I feel like I could speak on this because, not to say I'm of the community, but I'm that way. So if I'm that way, I feel like I have something to say, and I can express how I feel about how we are selfish as a community. We want change, and we want people to give us the same equal, or treat us like everybody else, yet we feel like we can, because somebody wasn't for our cause, like we can not distance ourselves or just like not attach ourselves to them because they wasn't for our cause. Not everybody's gonna be for our cause. That man was a hood man, that man was a black man, and that man was struggling his own problems, like the gay problems between him. Like, his problems, his fight wasn't for the gay people. So because his fight wasn't for the gay people, what? The gay people feel like, oh, we're not gonna support him because he didn't give a fuck about us. So what? He gave a fuck about the community that he lived in, the community he grew up in, and the people that was around him that he grew up with. And for that alone, I have the utmost respect for a man like that. I have the utmost respect for a man that can set out on a goal and set out to it. So I keep hearing these little arguments about, oh, well, if I die tomorrow, will the heterosexual community post me? No, they won't. Because what have you did for make such a big impact for some people to post you? You haven't made such an impact for people to be like, okay, let's put this man and glorify this man to make him, because he was more than just a rapper. He wasn't just the rapper from the hood. He battled that boundary. He battled that boundary and got over that hump. Like, so for me, it's like, when people sit here and try to compare their problems, it's like, no, bro, we all got problems. It's just because his fight wasn't for that fight, we cancel him, we not fucking with him, or we feel like, oh, we don't give that much energy to him, because no. But we give more energy to the people that don't know us, don't give a fuck about our community at all, but because they provide music that make us shake ass or whatever, we fuck with them, or make us feel like a bad bitch, we fuck with them. But this man was talking about the shit that he battled growing up in the hood, fighting the police, fighting other like hoods. Like, y'all, it's so selfish. Like, the LGBT community is really selfish. And I realized that because I always feel like then when people aren't for them, not everybody's gonna be for the LGBT community. Like, not at all. Like, so when I say that, I mean, like, and it's not for everybody to be for. It's not for everybody to be for. Not everybody's going to understand it. Not everybody's going to be for it. Not everybody's going to sit there and be like, well, because, no, bro, like, we're all entitled to have our own opinions and freedom of speech of whatever the fuck we feel. How Tom feel about me, I ain't going to fucking give a fuck. How Jerry feel about me, I ain't going to give a fuck. But let me tell you something. All I'm trying to do is explain to y'all that because this man his fight wasn't for the LGBT community, that doesn't mean that this man didn't give a fuck. I respect this man because this man sat out there and that man was in the depths of where he grew up at, sitting there trying to provide change. He showed the average hood nigga that he can get out there and with a dream and a goal, you can fucking accomplish whatever the fuck you put your mind to. And for that alone, to instill that in me, he made me want to be from LA. I'm from Carson, California, and that man with his music alone made me want to be from LA. When I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, for a year, and I wanted to hear LA music, and I just wanted that LA experience, you want to know what me and my brother did? We cut on that Crenshaw because I was not familiar with it. And I was from LA. Why am I not familiar with the Crenshaw album? But once I got familiar with that, it resonated with me. It made me feel as if I was on Crenshaw rolling. My Camaro just driving down Crenshaw on a sunny day, smoking a blunt with no problems, listening to Summertime in that Colors. My nigga Nipsey Hussle is a big influential part of our culture. And if you're not aware, he had a big impact on the LA culture. So when other people are asking, what would I care for? I know you don't care because you don't know what it's like. So when people's music can resonate and you get an understanding of what it was like to be, that's what that music gave me. It made me feel like I didn't have to be from LA, but I was from LA just listening to the music. You feel me? It made me feel as if I can understand, I can relate to whatever this man was talking about because I know exactly where he's talking about it at. I know what that experience is like with the police. I know what that experience is like with hoods. I ain't got to be a gangbanger to know an experience with a hood, nigga. All I'm saying is that man was great, bro. That man was great. And all these conspiracy theories, throw them out the window, man. Let's just throw them all out the window. This man got murdered like anybody else did, would or could. It could happen to anybody just like it happened to him. What happened was he had kicked the dude out the store earlier because the dude was an informant, snitch, or whatever the fuck the situation was. And later on, that man seeked revenge because he was jealous, mad, or whatever he was feeling. That's the story. That's what it is. All this, he was killed because of Dr. Sebi. No. That man was killed because that man had haters. Simple as that. Like all these other allegations and theories that you guys put up, no, that man wasn't killed for nothing else but the simple fact that he had haters, the people that didn't want to see that man shine. Because that man was great. That man gave back to his community. That man gave back to so many people. That man tried his best to show y'all that he didn't have to compromise who he was to become successful. That man was talking about Victory Lap in 2013. And when I say he was talking about that, that tells me that he had dedication, perseverance, and that nigga was patient. My nigga gave me all that. Because in 2013, if you scroll back through his Instagram, he's talking about Victory Lap coming soon. And then 2018, he dropped Victory Lap. Grammy nominated, my nigga. So for me, I have the utmost respect for anybody that can sit down, come up with a plan, figure out how to execute that plan, and execute it to the best way possible. And that's what that man did. That man executed that plan to the best way possible. Victory Lap was Grammy nominated. And if it was left up to me, that shit would have been the Grammy that he got, my nigga, on everything I love. And Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, my nigga, because my nigga, you made, I just have so much respect for somebody. I don't give a hell. It ain't a gay thing. It ain't a hood thing. It ain't a black thing. I have respect for this man because this man was not like me, but I could relate to somebody because I can understand the hood man's mind because I know those people. Because I know those people, I can understand their mind frames. So to be that nigga that had a different mindset than the average hood person, that I'm looking out for my community. I'm trying to better my community. I'm trying to get the knowledge to understand shit that I didn't understand, that I didn't have the resources to get. I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to bring it back to my hood. So the niggas that I didn't have, I'm going to bring it so they can have it. I have the utmost respect for that. His store was right in the heart of the hood, right behind the gas station, right on Slauson and Crenshaw. Like, I have the utmost respect, and nobody can change how I feel. It ain't, like I said, it's not a gay thing or straight thing. Like, I can relate to his music, understand his music, because that man made me understand what it was like to have a struggle and a dream. Like, I struggled to understand this, but I still had a dream to get to where I had to get to. And I got to where I'm going to get to. But doing it my way, though. I'm not going to listen to nobody else's way. I'm going to do it my way. And if that way don't work, I'm going to hit a wall and I'm going to get back up and I'm going to figure out how I get through this wall. I have the utmost respect for Nipsey Hussle, man. And anybody that cannot understand why us LA people are so sad or why we're so hurt, because we lost a pioneer. We lost somebody that was influential. We lost somebody that was very important to our culture. Like, you feel me? No, it wasn't no compromising to his pride. It wasn't no compromising to the nigga that he was. Like, and for people that don't understand that, it's hard to understand shit that you probably wouldn't dare do. Wouldn't dare try to go against. Like, you feel me? So for me, all I can say is, and all I can go off of, anybody that has ever met Nipsey Hussle, you met a phenomenal person. Anybody that's had conversation with Nipsey Hussle, you've had conversation with a phenomenal mind. My nigga told us who he was. That nigga said he was prolific, so different. Like, I'm so gifted. Like, period, my nigga. He told us he was the Tupac of our generation. Like, you feel me? He explained to us thoroughly what it was like to struggle, what it was like to have a dream, what it was like to get some shit, what it was like to have the shit, what it was like to be on top of the world. Like, he explained to us what it was like. He gave us the blueprint on how to grind, my nigga. So when I see all the LA people get down, get it from the mud and get to it, I have respect for him, because it's like, you could be doing anything crazy, my nigga, but instead you figuring it out how it works for you, and you working it. Work whatever works for you. My nigga Nipsey, thank you for all the powerful music that you've given us, that you've blessed us with, that you've embraced us with, that you've let us resonate. You've gotten so many people through so much shit just through your music alone, bro. Like I said, your music alone has touched me so much that it made me want to be from LA. It made me want to be from where you guys was from, because it touched me so much. Like, I could really understand that. And when I really got to understand it, was when I was craving that LA feeling. When I was in Atlanta and all I kept hearing was Atlanta music. Said, fuck all this. I want to hear me some West Coast LA music. And we turned on Crenshaw, and we listened to Crenshaw numerous times. When people came to that house, we played Crenshaw numerous times. So y'all got to understand what it was like to live in LA, because you're never going to understand if you don't know it. But if a man can paint out that picture for us, explain what it was like to grow up in the inner state of LA, then yeah, you might understand it. You might feel it. You might fuck with it. So that was what it was for me. That was what it was for me. And when I was younger and I didn't have that need for the LA music, I didn't understand that. But as I got older and I got an understanding of what it was like to want that. And I loved it. Like, to this day, like, I can listen to that because it's like it gives me a feeling of, damn, that LA feeling, like I'm just driving down Crenshaw. So all I have to say for y'all is rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. You touched the lives of a lot of people, bro. Like, a lot of people love you, and a lot of people ride with you. And again, the marathon will continue, bro. The marathon's gonna continue, your dreams, your everything, bro, because again, you are a pioneer of this generation. Do you hear me? A pioneer of this generation. And I'm down to fight, argue with anybody about it, because it's more than rap. My boy he was more than just a rapper from the hood. And he let y'all know he was more than just a rapper from the hood, with all the shit that he put in and showed us that he could make happen. I have the utmost respect for you, Nipsey Hussle. Thank you for just giving us your brain. Thank you for giving us your brand. Thank you for showing a lot of people what it was like to live in LA. Like, cause that's what you did for us. You painted that picture for us. And I just thank you for it. For real.